If men don't suspect that there's any interest on your end, even if they're interested, they're not going to pursue and they're not going to be as clear about it. So as women, if we are interested, we have to make sure we're showing some variation of that to give the man the green light that he can then show us his signs of interest. We got to open the door for him to walk through it.
Yes.
That's my motto.
1,000%.
I went to a college campus recently and was visiting someone, and it was a whole family get together, whatnot. And we wind up being on this call, and I noticed that women now are sitting like spread eagle. And I'm like, I'm seeing all the goods, right? I don't need to see your underwear at a picnic, honey. And they're doing it like, it's like there's no grace in their game. They're just literally sitting like legs spread and looking around and like the attention, and just like she's doing in this video. So I ask you again, ladies, if you do this, what then they do this and then they get mad, guys, when you treat them like, oh, she's obviously looking for something quick, or she's obviously not, saving herself for marriage, or she's you right when you observe that, well, she's spread eagle on the lawn and I see all her underwear and it's broad daylight. She can't be that selective about what she does at midnight, right? You make that assumption and then she gets mad at you that you made that assumption, right?
Just because that girl got on here and said that men are the prize, y'all are mad, she's not wrong. She's not wrong at all. You play stupid games, you win stupid prizes. She ain't saying the prizes were going to be good. But there will be a prize. It could be a lifetime subscription of trials and tribulations. That's a prize. It's free. They'll give it to you for free. For free. For free.
But mind you, we have the same thing.
You want a trophy? Some illnesses affect people differently. I mean, a few years ago, that's a great example. Some people were like, oh, it's just like a cold, and then other people were literally in the hospital. It doesn't mean he's weak or something. I mean, this is so weird to me, how invalidating women are to men being sick. Isn't that the man that you love? Isn't that the man of your dreams right there? Where's the respect? Where's the empathy? Where's the care? Great, you have more energy, perfect. That means you can take care of him and the kids a little bit easier. Isn't it better that one of you feel a little bit better than the other? But at least one of you guys can keep up with everything? Why does it have to be a competition? You both can feel like crap at the same time. That's okay. I don't get it. Trying to compete with your partner on not feeling good or being sick.
What's going on, fellas? Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Leave a comment down below. Let's get back to the video.
I have a genuine question for males that are 25 years old to 40 years old living in the Auckland area. What are some of the reasons that stop you from attending in-person dating events? Is it like an effort thing? Maybe it requires too much effort to prepare and attend, or is it a money thing? Like, what is it that stops you from putting yourself out there? I'd love feedback on that because I'm actually hosting dating events for singles, and I want to know what men's thoughts are on that.
Who lies more, men or women?
Men! Both?
I
feel like men have more to lie about. Real. I feel like men have more to hide, but everyone lies. Real.
Do you feel men and women cheat for different reasons?
I've seen a lot of my girlfriends cheat, and I've seen a lot of my guy friends cheat, and I feel like it's the same reason every time.
So obviously, like, you guys are out here, you look dressed, you're great, you're ready to party. How would you like a guy to come and approach you out here in Florida?
Like nicely, and not like, don't touch me right away. Yeah. Yeah. Literally just come up to me and be like, oh, you look so beautiful tonight. Yeah, like, there's a difference between hot, sexy, and beautiful and pretty. Yeah. Like, don't come up to me and be like, oh, you look so fine, like, you're hot as
Do you find like that's all guys can say is like a bunch of random questions and how hot you are?
Yeah.
Is that like the extent of what guys' games are?
Yes. Yeah. Literally, yes.
The education system has failed a great many individuals again. Because believe it or not, there are a great many women as well as men that actually would consider that to be what is known as a gotcha moment. Because they foolishly believe, and very naively, I might add, that the only true danger to women in this world is men. And that that's the only thing that women ultimately need protection from. Because men are the most dangerous thing in this world. It's really unfortunate that a great many more people aren't more educated on reality, or else they would actually know that there are a great many truly diabolical women in this world. But then again, I can see why they wouldn't want to bring up that subject, because after all, without men around, women would be perfectly fine taking care of themselves because nothing would ever bother them again. How nice it must be to be so deluded.
Oh, when I say this, I mean it con todo el corazón. No man, all of 2025. And I mean that like, I have spent the last few years on dating apps with all failed talking stages, all failed first dates, braces in 2025, because you see this? Yeah, I'm getting braces this year. I'm gonna apply to the military medical school in 2026. That means I have a little bit over a year to lose the weight I need to lose for the requirement for the physical text. No man, all of 2025. You will not see me in the apps. No first dates, none of that. And if un hombre se me acerca, cruz, cruz.
Stop treating your husband like he's a woman. Not disrespectfully, just realistically. A lot of wives try to connect with their husband the same way that they connect emotionally. But men do not process the same way. When he's stressed, he doesn't always want to talk it out. Sometimes he just wants space, silence, or a solution. And that silence is not distance, it's him processing. Men also do not bond through endless talking. They bond by doing life with you, physical closeness, respect. That's connection for him. And when he feels constantly corrected, managed, or emotionally picked apart, he's going to shut down because he doesn't want to be handled. He wants to be respected. And a lot of men show love differently than women too. Providing, protecting, showing up consistently. He may not express love like you do, but he is expressing it. If you want him to open up more, create peace first. Because most men recharge through calm, not conflict.
And a lot of modern women complain about men not being men anymore, men not being chivalrous anymore. But I guess they're forgetting about you villainizing a man for the last 2 or 3 decades. I guess you forgot about that. You know, TV, commercials, articles, they have a whole bunch of think pieces out there about how men are trash. Men are the reason that everything is bad. And when men start saying, okay, so if I'm the problem, you fix it, you do it. Now you have women asking men to come back and help. Mind you, the whole entire time, they're trashing the man, dogging the man out, while the man is actively helping them. It really is crazy work.
So listen, you know what I find funny? All you women out there that talk about how you're the prize and how men ain't the prize and men need to do this, that, and the other, right? What about your son? I'm sorry. I can't hear you. What? Oh, he ain't. That's what I thought. Both men and women are prizes in different ways. Stop with this narrative that just because a man is supposed to lead and a man is supposed to pursue and a man is supposed to initiate, that means that the woman is the prize and the man is not. Y'all supposed to merge as one. Y'all are supposed to complement each other in different ways. So whether you want to believe it or not, honey, you are not the only prize. Y'all be safe out there.
Sex or lack thereof has made me realize just how mean are. Like, oh my gosh, I did not realize how mean men were until you tell them that you don't have. Like, before, I was like really serious about my abstinence. Like, before I stopped having, men are so sweet to you. But now I really think that most have a hidden agenda. Like, most men are being nice to you because they want something from you, because they trying to freak you.
Yo, calling men mean with money simply because they refuse to invest where there's no intimacy has to be the complete wildest. Y'all cannot expect effort, provision, protection while withholding the connection that they're seeking and then act shocked. Oh no, he refused to give me his money because I didn't give him what he wanted. Are you that stupid? Most men are being nice to you because they want something from you, but so does women. Relationships are inherently built on mutual exchange. Like, men want intimacy and women want security and stability. How do you not know this? And as expected, yes, she's telling women they need to stay single. Let me manipulate you and tell you how much you glow better without a man. I don't know if it's working out for you though, sis, because you're not glowing. If anything, you got way too much makeup on your face.
I saw this really cute guy at the grocery store the other day, so naturally I followed him to the checkout counter, and when he gave the cashier his credit card, I peeped it to see what his name was. And then I Googled him and found his social media profiles, and I was able to tell that he was single.
And through social media, she finds his mom, who happens to be part of a book club. She joins that book club. She attends a meeting at that book club. She meets his mom and has a conversation with her. By chance, lets her know that she's single as a Pringle. Mom thinks, oh, this is great. My son is single. Let me match them up. They exchange numbers, and he ends up setting up a date with this lady. Two things here. Obviously, there's a double standard, because if a man did this, he would be labeled a creep and a stalker. Two, I think this highlights just how bad women are at approaching and introducing themselves to a guy. Like, she would rather find a way to find his name and then look him up, find him on social media to confirm whether or not he's single. She will literally spend 10 hours of her life trying to figure out if this guy is Mr. Right before she even says hi. That just goes to show how fearful women are of rejection. So I don't understand why it's so difficult for so many women to not understand why rejection is difficult for men. And what makes it worse is not only rejecting men, because that has to happen to some degree if you're not interested in him, but what's way worse is when you shame a man for simply approaching you.
Did you know that in the last decade, the amount of involuntarily celibate and single men has increased by 253%? There are many reasons for this trend. Lower testosterone levels, easier access to porn, and of course, OnlyFans models. But that's not the full story. The ugly truth is that the modern woman is making more money now, and she's no longer interested in the average man. I know I'll get flack for saying this, and it's not good for women either, but it's the world that we live in. Women are out-learning and out-earning men at historically high levels, and it's created what some statisticians refer to as the of the average male. As a man, knowing this, you can either settle for where you are if you're content, or raise what I call your mating value score if you're not. This is what I help my clients do, and it's how they go from 5s to 9s and increase the quality and quantity of women they date. If you're curious about your mating value score and how to raise it, read the caption.
No, but for real, how can you want a man to lead but you don't want to listen? Or how do you want a man that speaks up for himself or has a voice for the two of you, but that's the same reason that you'll file for divorce later, because he's controlling and telling you what to do? No, but for real, you want somebody to be in tune with your emotions and his emotions, but not so much to where he's too feminine to where you think he's sexual. And you want a man to provide, but not so much so that he's working too much, so he's home with you and the kids to be able to spend family time together. You want you and your man to be equal, but not equal when it comes to house chores like cutting down trees or doing the yard work or changing your tires, but you somehow want to be superior in the money that you make. No, but for real, y'all want healthy relationships, but you don't actually do anything to create happy relationships, because we all know that the only reason that your relationships last as long as they do is because eventually your man submits to you enough to where he shuts the f up, because no matter what he says or what he does, he's going to be told that it's not good enough. Because when was the last time that you sat down and you planned a date? When was the last time you sat down and got him a gift for showing some type of appreciation? When was the last time that you actually said thank you for anything that he's done outside of anything that you expect? When was the last time that you appreciated anything that he did that you didn't expect? When was the last time you thanked him for having the bills paid and everything taken care of so you can have peace of mind? Exactly, because relationships are only working because the men are constantly changing with the goalposts that you continuously change and put in place. Okay, bye.
You know, you kind of read some of these comments and you see it when men say things like, man, I'm tired. You know, that's it. That's the whole thing. You really don't have to even go any further. A lot of times people try to put this thing on men like men are bitter. Like men are, you know, just angry at the world. They're mad at women because women won't give them access to. Really, it's just he's tired. You know, and that's what a lot of men are right now. I'm not trying to be out here yelling and screaming and trying to create problems. I'm just trying to tell you I'm tired of all of the games. That's it. Just exhausted. did everything that it was supposed to do, and got nothing for it. Literally nothing for it. And so now, like, I'm just going to sit this one out. I'm just going to sit this one out. You guys got it.
Why is it that the new generation of men want to be pursued? Like I
don't think you're looking for an actual answer, but I'm going to give one anyways. Men have always wanted to be chased. We've always wanted to be chased. And women have always chased men. Whether it's dropping a handkerchief so the guy you like will pick it up and come to you and start talking to you. Whether it's giving a guy your number so they can make the first move. Hell, even swiping right on Tinder is chasing a guy. The problem isn't that we want to be chased. The problem is we actually want you guys to put effort into establishing a relationship with us. That's where you guys are running into problems. Because you guys rely on us to message you first every single time. You rely on us to ask the questions. You rely on us to carry the conversations. You rely on us to initiate everything. And that is so exhausting. And then we do all this work for you and then you just ghost us. We aren't asking to be chased. We're asking for you to put in the same amount of effort in this relationship as we're putting into you.
That's the sad part about pretty privilege that nobody talks about. Yes, when you have pretty privilege, you do get out of tickets, you do get different opportunities, you do get better jobs, you do get the chance to sleep your way up the ladder. There are so many different things that you could do, but the truth is you don't really know yourself outside of being pretty, and that is a terrible place to be.
So what would you tell a woman that doesn't want to be a victim of pretty privilege?
She's always going to be subjected to pretty privilege.
What I'm saying is, like,
her character is what needs to be strong. And look, I take advantage sometimes of pretty privilege. I'm not going to sit here and act like I haven't gotten certain experiences or opportunities because my face is symmetrical. I'm not going to do it. I'm going to tell the truth. And the truth is that there are opportunities that I've had. There are rooms that I've gotten to be inside of. And then it is my character, my work ethic, my morals, my values that keep me around where people see value in who I am and how I am.
Right.
It's the level that I'm a vault. Whatever I don't know nothing, I ain't seen nothing, I ain't saying nothing. I'm not out here telling everybody everything. I'm not out here trying to get people to know how dope I am because of who knows
The conversation is over. I forgot.
What'd you say? I forgot, huh? Yeah, what happened? Was I there when that happened? I do not know nothing. I ain't seen nothing. I ain't saying anything. And so because of that, I bring value outside of just an aesthetic. You got to bring value outside of the aesthetic. That's how you get around it.
The question is, how do you bring value outside of the aesthetic?
Number one, keep your mouth closed. Stop being such a gossiper. Number two, be assertive, not aggressive. First and foremost, know who you are. What are you after? What value do you bring to the table? Are you the person that is seeking the need? Are you helpful? Are you mindful? Are you compassionate? Are you nurturing? Are you loving? Do you have a motherly type of vibe to you? There are so many different things that there are to bring to the table, but ultimately, it really depends on the rooms or the people that you're trying to get around in order for you to really figure out what works best for you.
Who's the prize, the man or the woman?
I would say the woman in the prize because we can recreate, make children, make a foundation.
Where does he come from? Where that life form come from? No, the life form. The life form came from the men, which he put it into you. But I'm holding it
for 9 months, and I'm the one pushing it out.
The man is the prize, and I'll tell you why. You look for someone that's taller, stronger, more competent, and makes more money. So you're looking for someone that's doing better than you in these aspects. The man isn't looking for the woman that's doing better than him in any aspects. He just wants her to do her role, which is cook, clean, fix me some sandwiches, give me some, and listen to what I say. Sandwiches and submissiveness. What the woman wants is protecting and providing, which both together is security. But guess what? Security, that doesn't come from not competing. For security, that man has to go out there and compete. So therefore, if he's competing and you're not, obviously he's the prize because he had to win the race to get you.
I have a bachelor's in business management. I have a master's in public administration, and I have a law degree.
What's the longest relationship you've been in?
Maybe 2 years, but I chose to do the single thing for most of my 20s.
Okay, hold on. Let me back you up. Okay. How tall are you?
5'9".
Dress size?
16.
You didn't choose to be single?
God damn! I'm sorry?
A lot of our sisters say they choose to be single. At dress size 16, there's not a lot of choices.
Yeah. I chose to be single.
So you had lots of high value men trying to marry you?
I actually did.
Why do you say you chose to be single?
I chose to be single.
What were your other choices?
I could have stayed in a relationship. I could have gotten married.
I hear a lot of women say they choose to be single.
And that's fine. I don't even want to argue about it because it's not a real choice. And if you don't have anybody really trying to marry you, you called in saying you can't seem to stay in relationships. So let me ask you a question. What do you think it's like being involved with you?
Well, with me, I'm a busy woman. And a lot of time I don't have the time, but I do make the time.
What do you think it's like being involved with you? Is it pleasurable? Is it peaceful?
Oh, it's fun. It's peaceful, stress-free. It's probably me because
it's definitely
I'm
you.
busy.
No, ma'am, it's not busy. Have you ever sought therapy?
Have you?
Excuse me?
No, I'm asking, have you?
All right, let you get your big up off my show. With all this attitude, talking about she chose to be single, and I'm supposed to sit around and just be nice to this delusion.
Hey, help me settle a debate that I had with a friend. My theory was that men do not chase women like how they used to anymore is because a lot of women are open to commitment, open to relationships, they're healing, they're doing the work, and therefore good women are more common than rare. So I feel as though men have more options where I don't believe, unfortunately, a lot of men are doing the kind of work that's required to be in a committed relationship in this generation. And they were saying, my friend was saying, good women are still rare to find. However, access has become more prevalent through social media, dating apps, low effort intimacy. Therefore, men who are not doing the work or prefer not to do too much emotional work that are preferring low effort intimacy. What do you think?
The wild thing about all of this is that even, a lot of women are finally seeing it now. Like you have articles, videos, and, documentaries. Friends are still single after years. Oh, my friends are so great. Why are they still single? Looking around, waiting for something that's not there. It's not going to be there. Men have been telling you guys for years, and you laughed at it. Oh, that's you that didn't have any options. That's you that's an incel. That's you that's bitter. And now you're seeing it with your own eyes, and you don't know what to do. Men tried to warn you. We really did. Hey, you need to fix your attitude. You need to fix your character, who you are as a person. Stop doing the things that you do. You're not going to be able to get a man to keep a man. That's the thing. You can't keep a man. I'm trying to help you keep a man and you don't want to listen.
Being single for a woman is a choice because there's no such thing as she can't get a man, because men, no offense, are the easiest things to get. It's finding the right man that matters. It's difficult to find a man who's been through it all, who's been humbled, who really has no ego, and he is grounded and aligned with his values and standards, and he's emotionally regulated and has emotional depth and intelligence, and he can hold space for his woman when she becomes emotional because he doesn't take it personally, and he loves himself enough to love her the same by believing in her and cultivating her dreams and supporting her in any way that he can. And he can lead. He knows the art of leadership. He can create emotional safety for her, which is one of the most important things that women crave and need. And he is humble enough to be able to attach himself to something greater, like God, because he knows he needs a savior. And so this man is rare. And you notice I didn't say anything about money.
So your man used to pursue you and he used to put in all the work and now he's not, and you're sitting there wondering what is going on. Relationships are so humbling because the reality is your first instinct is to go, he's giving up, he's the problem, but you could also be giving up and you could also be the problem. For me, true wisdom comes from the Lord, so I used my favorite Christian app Haven to get deeper into the subject. As women in a relationship, we are prone to be more emotional, but our men need to be taken care of emotionally as well. And I feel because of that, we forget that men need to feel appreciated. There's a lot of women that sit in the place of you need to always tend to me being the more emotional one and you got your things figured out because you're a man. The reality is a man wants to come to you and let down that guard as well. And at the beginning of the relationship, he probably pursued you so hard because you were tending to the emotional needs that he had. But as we go longer in the relationship, it's more likely that the female gets more selfish with always needing to be the center of attention. Your man probably feels neglected and doesn't feel as seen or heard because you're not creating an environment that feels like that. Listen, relationships are meant to humble you, so unless you can humble yourself and put the other person in front of you, you're not ready to be in a relationship. So yeah, he will just eventually give up.
And listen, I don't give a how much money you got. One thing about a man, once he asks me out on a date, okay, we could go. Now I'm weird. I'm weird because you thought you was bigger than the program. You see, one thing about men with money, they think they could do and speak to you however they want. I don't give a f. You could be a millionaire and I'm going to treat you how you deserve to be treated. Okay, stop playing around. Y'all meet a like me and call me weird all of a sudden. Why? Because I don't let you slide. Yeah. Men get mad when you don't want to do whatever they want you to do. Men get mad when you don't stay quiet just because they got some money. And your money. Never cared. Listen, I mean, no me importa. You could be a millionaire, have a helicopter outside. Guess what? You're going to respect me. What? They be thinking they're the shit. Oh, because they got this car, because they got bitch. When you loser boy, you're not going to take none of that. Learn how to treat women. Learn how to treat others, because none of that matters when you're a piece of shit. Entiende? If you got money and you think you bigger than the program, treating people like because you got this, you got that, you could tomorrow. And all that stays, and you still gonna be in the piece of human being that you are. None of that matters when it comes to a real. You understand? I don't give a how much money you got. I don't care what you could bring to the table. I am the table. Please and thank you. You're not gonna sit around and treat me like because you got money. You want your money.
But seriously, where are women supposed to find guys to meet? Do you know the delusional things girls have been telling each other? They go to Lowe's and look lost. Go to a bar, a happy hour, and read a book. It's creative advice, for sure. But guys, do us a favor and let us know where you hang out, please.
The reason that video is insane is because of these comments. I made a video a while back about why are people having such a hard time dating right now? And I had a friend message me and say, it's super, super hard for guys to approach girls in the current dating culture. So my friend sends me this video and says, read these comments and you'll understand where I'm coming from. Read these together with me, they're gonna blow your mind. So the first guy says, in response to her question, where are the guys and tell us what we can do to meet you? He says, I'm in the friend zone. This one though, super interesting. At home most of the time since we're done being considered creeps for just existing. I hide in my room because I'm afraid of rejection. Now this is in response to, should I go to a bar or should I go to Lowe's? This guy says I'm at those places, but we've been yelled at, scoffed at, and called a creep for trying to start a conversation, so now we just enjoy being by ourselves, more peaceful that way. At our job or at home, and you can read through and it's hundreds and hundreds of comments with the same sentiment. This is a super complicated dynamic. I'm a millennial, and I definitely grew up thinking that being catcalled, hit on, stared at was worst case scenario. It wouldn't have been unrealistic for me to have overcorrected in response to that. I got married when I was 19 though, so I don't know what I'm talking about. What do you guys think? Why is this the dynamic? Why is this happening? Girls want to meet guys. Guys are hiding from girls. What do you think?
I just want to know what has happened to this generation where we don't care to date anymore. We don't care to form meaningful one-on-one connections anymore. We don't care to get to know a person anymore, genuinely. I just feel like today's world has gotten so superficial that nobody cares to be a normal human being wanting to form those one-on-one connections and actually build something with one person. And I have such an insane story that literally just happened to me, and I felt so hurt by it that I felt like I really needed to speak about it. So I'm just gonna give you the full story. It's absolutely insane. So this is months and months ago at this point, but I saw a guy on Instagram. He's in the same field as me, so he does photography, videography. He travels full time for it like me, so he travels the world. Thought he was cute. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna build up the self-confidence, the courage to slide into his DMs. Because I have the confidence to do that, and I'm not afraid to shoot my shot. So I was like, hey, let me message him. I sent him a DM, and I was like, hey, I think your stuff is really great. Like, I think your videos are so cool. Like, I also think you're really cute. Like, would love to meet up sometime, shoot some time, would love to hang out, right? Guy responds to me and basically says like, hey, like, I think you're cool, I think you're great too, but just so you know, I'm not looking for anything other than a platonic friendship right now. And I was like, fine. Like, he did nothing wrong. Like, I cannot be mad about that. Like, absolutely not. Like, that is totally fine. I'm like, that's totally great. I said, I can be friends. I'm like, no problem. I was like, I need friends in this industry. Fine. Like, we can take videos together, be friends. Amazing. So obviously we follow each other on Instagram. Like, from then on, like I said, this was months ago. About a couple of days ago, now at this point, I reposted a photo on my story of me and my best friend. It was a photo of the two of us together. And like, she's my best friend. Like, I love her. She's beautiful. She's a beautiful girl. He had the audacity to slide up on my story and go, who's your friend? Who's your friend? Set me up with your friend. Oh my God, I lost my mind because like, how dare you? How dare you? Like, there's a difference between just someone sliding up on my story asking about my friend. Like, I've had so many guys ask me about my friend. Like, it makes sense. Like, that's fine. It's fine. Ask me about her. Great. When I go out of my way though and tell you that I'm interested in you and then you turn me down telling me that you're not looking for anything other than something platonic right now, but then you go and be like, oh, but wait, who's your friend? Did you not think that would completely tear down my self-confidence? Like, just completely take a low blow? Like, that's such a low blow. Like, did you not have a thought before that? And then I said that to him. I said, did you not think it took a lot of confidence for me to even DM you in the first place and shoot my shot? And then for you to turn around and ask about my friend, like, that makes me feel so bad about myself. Like, I feel so right now. Like, my confidence is at an all-time zero. So thank you for that. And he was apologetic and he was like, I'm so sorry. But then he goes on and he says, I think you're so cool. You're so talented. Like, I think you're so great, blah, blah, blah. I don't need your sympathy now, bro. I don't need it now. And then he continues to go on and say, like, I honestly forgot that you, like, had reached out to me first and, like DM'd me, blah, blah, blah. That makes it worse. So what, you're telling me I'm so great, I'm so talented, I'm so cool, but you forgot that, but I'm so forgettable? Like, I said, you're contradicting yourself. And, like, I don't want the sympathy now. Like, I'm saying, like, in this generation, we're so flooded with options. We're so flooded with, like, just people in our face all the time on social media that, like, we don't even care that when, like, an opportunity comes in our face, we don't even care to, like, get to know that person on an individual level. Like, in a real world, like, me and him would be more compatible because, right, we both do photography, videography, we both travel the world full time. Like, there's compatibility there. But he didn't give a about that because, what, I have a less curvy body than she does? Like, oh my God, that's crazy to me. It's crazy. Like, where is the genuity? Like, why don't people care about, like, actually forming meaningful connections anymore in this generation? Like, it's so scary. I think this generation is honestly, like, we should be worried about our future and if we're gonna actually find partners, because I don't want to be negative, but, like, I genuinely, like, it's hard to be, like, hopeful when, like, you're just constantly faced with people like that all the time. So anyway, moral of the story, I'm about to go demon, so.
And you know, you hear a lot of modern women talk about leaving a good man. A man isn't enough for me, or his salary or whatever it is isn't enough for me. It's a whole bunch of foolishness. You have different people, different men out here that are trying to provide in different ways. I remember somebody talking about they were a disabled veteran and, you know, had a disability check. I think it was what it was, I think. And, you know, that wasn't enough for her. You know, you have to use your whole disability check to cover my expenses, and your whole disability check better be enough. Why is he even giving that to you? But anything that a man does isn't enough at all. At all. I mean, you know, your love is good. Yeah, you treat me right, but, you know, you're just not providing enough, right? Once again, men in a lot of these situations are expendable to women, and men get tired of that. And so you have guys like that will take their check and put it on themselves and say, hey, you know what? Me and you are not going to work out. And just walk away from the relationship. Some of these guys just get up and leave and never come back. And women are upset about that. Oh, he left all this stuff over here. Surely he's going to come get it back. He's not. He just moved on. Because you treat men like trash and you don't really, I guess you really don't understand that you're treating a man like trash.